Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too.
I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too.
A year later, do you feel like you can...
If it's too hot, get the out the
Angel Reese's fame just hit the emergency brakes, and the whiplash is real. One second she's trending harder than a cat in a sweater, the next, her name's falling off the charts faster than a Kardashian marriage. Did she fumble the fame bag? Is Gen Z bored already? Or did someone finally say, hey, wait, where are the buckets? We're tearing into the drama, flaming the downfall, and asking the real question, is this a pit stop or the crash landing of a hype train? Grab popcorn, this one's juicy.
This is your star? This is who the media claims is elevating the WNBA? This is who the media has spent the last year wasting time trying to convince us that Angel Reese is responsible for elevating the dump? The same Angel Reese that could not sell out home games when she was at LSU. The same Angel Reese that struggled to sell tickets last year with the Chicago Bravado. The same Angel Reese that could not give away free tickets to her immaculate homecoming a couple of weeks ago at LSU. You're trying to convince me she is responsible for the growth of the WNBA?
All right, let's just lay it all out on the table like the cold, hard receipts they are. Ticket sales for the WNBA are out, and guess what? The numbers don't lie. Angel Reese, not even sniffing the top spots. Meanwhile, Caitlyn Clark is out here selling tickets like she's handing out golden tickets to Willy Wonka's factory. Literally, every time Caitlyn steps on the court, it's like a national event. People are buying tickets, tuning in, and causing their phones to overheat, trying to catch every highlight.
Chicago Sky go into LSU, the home court of Angel Reese. Man, it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit, this sucker. Nobody. Let me just blow this. Look at that. I noticed it right off the bat. Look, number one, look at all the purple seats down here in this lower bowl section. And then the entire top bowl, forget about it.
Now, this is the part where you'd expect Angel Reese to be riding shotgun, right? The dynamic duo, the battle of the century, two superstars carrying the league on their backs. Except, no. Angel's name isn't on those ticket sales charts because she's been quietly shuffled around on the floor like a piece of furniture nobody really wants but can't quite throw out.
So she come out, made that statement last year. For the umpteenth time, nothing supports that anybody's watching anybody other than one team. All right. I mean, we have to bring up attendance and ratings daily. Seriously, we do. Why? Because this kind of crap keeps happening.
Angel's been moved into more of an offensive position this year. Sounds fancy, right? Except for one tiny detail. Less offense in Angel Reese's world basically translates to no more rebounds. And if you're not grabbing boards, crashing the paint, or disrupting opponents like a wrecking ball with sneakers, what exactly are you doing? Because rebounds are kind of Angel's bread and butter, her claim to fame, the thing that made coaches salivate and fans stand up.
And you're a good energy player. You got the heart. You have all that, but you got to work on your offensive game if the Chicago Sky is going to get any better. Because I love, I don't want to pronounce the name wrong, Kennedy Carter, but Angel Reese, you have to work on your offensive game. I be seeing you in transition, it's nasty. My little brother plays better in transition. Like you just, around the basket, you missing all, you have to work on your game.
And here's the kicker. If Angel's not snagging boards, if she's not bringing that hustle, the question isn't just whether her stats will drop, it's whether she even makes the starting lineup. Yeah, that's right. The girl who once dominated college basketball and stormed into the WNBA as a force of nature might find herself warming the bench while Caitlyn Clark pulls in a crowd bigger than some NBA games.
This is Angel Reese. Go ahead and play it. She needs a lot of attention. Go ahead.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Like, it's not just because of one person. A lot of...
Boom, what a move. Okay, so average WNBA viewership, okay? 7,300 in attendance, okay? The average Angel Reese game is 10,100, 10,200. They come to watch her. You know what the average attendance is when Caitlyn Clark plays home or the road?
What?
15,300.
Wow.
Okay? 15,300. Right there, look at this. Caitlyn Clark gets 15,591 fans in attendance, 105% increase. Compared to the average game is 76.45. And to Angel Reese, it's only 10,000 people.
Remember last year when Angel Reese was all magnanimous about Caitlyn? Caitlyn isn't the only one bringing eyes to the sport, she said, with that calm, confident glow. That sounded great at the time, like the kind of sisterhood message the WNBA likes to put on glossy posters. But fast forward to this year, when Angel got asked the same question and... crickets. She skipped it, ducked it like it was a defensive play. Why the change of heart? Because the reality hit hard? Caitlyn Clark is the undisputed, ticket-selling, eyeball-attracting queen of the league, and Angel's nowhere near the spotlight anymore. Not only that, but Angel can't even give away free tickets. Seriously, if ticket sales were a popularity contest, Angel's name isn't on the ballot. And let's be real, if you're not responsible for growing the WBA's fan base, what exactly are you bringing to the table besides a few highlight reels and some viral moments? The WNBA is growing, but it's doing so on Caitlyn Clark's back. Every buzzer beater, every step back three, every insane assist from Clark pulls new fans in and keeps the sport buzzing. Meanwhile, Angel's trajectory is looking more like a slow fade into the background, like that one song from the 90s that everyone forgets until it randomly plays at a bar.
Do you remember this clip? The clip heard around the world. The clip that will be following Angel Reese for the rest of her career. As long as her games don't sell out, as long as her games don't attract a good number of celebrities, as long as her games don't have any type of viewership motion, for lack of better terms, as long as all those three facts remain the same, this clip is going to follow her forever.
Now, it's not just ticket sales or positioning on the court, it's about perception. And the perception right now is that Angel Reese is losing her edge. Fans don't care how many Instagram followers you have if you're not filling seats and racking up points on the scoreboard. They want the game, the hustle, the highlight moments that make them shout at their TVs. Caitlyn is delivering that consistently. Angel, not so much. And here's a wild thought. Maybe this whole Angel Reese fading thing is less about her actual ability and more about the stories ESPN and the media want to push. Remember all those hot takes about Angel's work ethic, her all-talk, no-skill reputation? Turns out those might have been previews for a narrative that's catching fire now, that ticket sales aren't on her side. But hey, don't feel too bad for Angel. Moving to offense could be a fresh start, right? Except offense means fewer rebounds, fewer hustle plays, and fewer moments to stand out. It's like being asked to switch from lead actor to background extra in a show you were supposed to headline. You can do it, sure, but don't expect the crowd to cheer.
WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games, okay? You know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance in a year? 48%. That's massive for them. So that's the argument they're making. That's the Caitlyn Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
So buckle up, because if Angel Reese can't find a way to flip the script this season, we're looking at a major shift in the WNBA landscape. Caitlyn Clark isn't just the star of the show, she's the whole damn production. And Angel? Well, let's just say she's got some catching up to do. Or she might be watching from the sidelines as the league moves on without her. The WNBA is evolving, the fans are watching, and the ticket sales. Caitlyn Clark is the future. Angel Reese? She's got some serious work ahead if she wants to keep up. Because right now, the numbers say she's falling off faster than you can say instant reality check. Oh, see, we're just getting warmed up. Because if you thought Angel Reese's ticket sales slump was bad, wait till you see the chaos bubbling underneath that carefully coiffed hairdo. This isn't just a slump, it's an epic unraveling. A slow-motion train wreck that's got fans talking, whispering, and sometimes flat out roasting her every move.
You made some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlyn Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe.
First off, the big move to offense, let's call it what it really is, a tactical demotion disguised as a position change. Because here's the brutal truth. When your bread and butter move is crashing the boards and bullying opponents in the paint, telling you to play offense more is like telling a cat to swim. It's not natural, it's not what made you great, and it's a clear sign the coaching staff isn't quite sure what to do with you anymore. And let's not pretend this is some masterclass in versatility. No, this is what happens when your defensive dominance starts fading, your highlight reels get shorter, and the crowds get quieter. Suddenly you're scrambling to find a new angle. But all anyone's really watching is Caitlin Clark shooting threes from places that look physically impossible. Remember the hype machine that pumped Angel up last season? The next big thing, the poster girl for the future of women's basketball? Well, here's a spoiler. Hype doesn't pay the bills or fill seats. Fans want to watch winners and highlight makers, and Caitlin Clark has been delivering that nonstop. Meanwhile, Angel stats are starting to look like a bad sequel no one asked for. And that ticket sales report? Oh, it's not just a number, it's a statement. It's the cold, hard proof that while Angel's been busy adjusting her game and dodging tough questions, Caitlyn's been out here creating buzz, drawing crowds, and basically carrying the league's popularity on her back like a champ.
And it looks like Caitlin Clark after the Olympics said, I'm going God mode, and 100%. I'm just about to show you what this is about.
Yeah, everything looks good. Everything that she's doing looks good.
Yep.
Her shooting looks good. Her passing looks good.
People started catching the passes, and guess what? There were turnovers.
And oh my God, they're winning now.
Yeah. And she has thrown some dives in the last couple games, man. I think that girl Becky has been usually the receiver of them.
Yeah.
But she cuts really well. And she sees her and just with no space available, fucking throws it.
Yep. Their nationally televised games to the white girl from Iowa? That doesn't make any sense. I know the WNBA dump isn't known for making smart business decisions. I mean, this is the same league that's been operating for 30 years and has never managed to generate an Indian rupee in profit. Hell, if it wasn't for charitable donations from sympathetic donors, the damn dump would struggle to generate revenue.
And Angel? Well, she's running out of gas on that front. The move to offense might have been intended to spark something new, but if that spark fizzles out, she risks being the league's greatest what-if story. What if she had stuck to her strengths? What if she had put in the work behind the scenes instead of playing the PR game? What if the WNBA had bet on her like it did on Caitlin Clark? It's not just about stats or positioning. This is a full-blown identity crisis playing out on national TV and, more importantly, in front of the fans who actually pay for the tickets. And fans are not shy about voicing their opinions. Social media is exploding with takes about Angel's fade, her lack of hustle, and how the Chicago Sky might be better off without her taking up prime minutes on the court. Here's the reality nobody wants to admit. The WNBA's growth depends on stars who hustle, who excite, and who deliver consistently. Caitlin Clark is that star. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is on the cusp of becoming a cautionary tale, a warning sign of what happens when hype outpaces performance.
Wait a minute. I am incredibly confused this morning. Headline over at USA Today. Caitlin Clark once again dominates WNBA national TV schedule.
And let's not forget the biggest irony here. Angel's biggest moments came because of Caitlin Clark. Without Clark setting up plays, drawing defenses, and forcing double teams, Angel might not even be in the spotlight at all. So the narrative that Angel is a rising star independent of Caitlin, that's a fairy tale for bedtime. Now, all of this is building toward one big question. What happens next? If Angel can't reverse course, if she can't find a way back to the hustle and heart that made her a fan favorite in college, she's going to keep sliding down the ranks. Coaches might bench her, fans might tune out, and the media will eat it up like a soap opera. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's star is only getting brighter. She's becoming the face of the WNBA, the player who sells out arenas and breaks streaming records. And with every game, every clutch play, every highlight that floods social media, Caitlyn pulls the league higher and higher. For the Chicago Sky, the math is simple. less Angel Reese playing means more opportunities for the team to actually win games. Fans are already buzzing about how the team's offense looks sharper, how the ball movement is smoother, and how they're actually competitive without relying on Angel's fading presence.
Reese was the star of stars, the icon of icons. That's what the mainstream media keeps telling me. Headline at Forbes from last month. How Angel Reese and A'ja Wilson are leading the WNBA's growth.
If Angel really wants to turn this around, it's going to take more than just a position change. It's going to take a full-on reboot. New work ethic, new attitude, and maybe a little humility. Because right now, she's walking a tightrope that could snap at any moment, and the only thing waiting below is a faded legacy and a bench seat. And let's be honest, the WNBA can't afford to lose momentum on its rising stars. Caitlyn Clark is the engine pushing this league forward, and the fans know it. Angel Reese's slow fade is a reminder that talent alone doesn't cut it. You have to show up, put in the work, and actually perform when it counts. So buckle up, because this season is shaping up to be the ultimate showdown, not between teams, but between stars. On one side, Caitlyn Clark, the unstoppable ticket seller and highlight machine. On the other, Angel Reese, fighting to stay relevant as the spotlight narrows and the crowds shift. And if Angel doesn't get her act together fast, she might find herself watching the WNBA's future from the sidelines, while Caitlyn Clark continues to light up arenas and bring in fans by the thousands. The WNBA's growth story isn't about talk or promise, it's about action, hustle, and star power. And right now, Caitlyn Clark is the only star shining bright enough to lead the way. Angel Reese, she's running out of time to catch up.